What's happening? Okay. Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rocker in Knicks Universe. Your main man, Uncle Freezy. Appreciate y'all being here. If this is your first time here, if you're looking at this screen and trying to figure out what this is a dope Knicks content channel. Florence Tears. We're at such and such number of family members, however you want to count them. This right here is Knicks Freestyle. I told my man, Free Keith, if I ever got a platform and he wanted to do his thing, he got carte blanche to whatever. And so we came up with this idea, Knicks Freestyle, where we don't sound like other content creators on the web. We straight up go for what we know. I'm joined by Tori B, Tori B, and y'all already know who it is, the producer, creator, and director, and CEO, and president of this show, Free Key is in the building.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, party people? What's good? We got an
Hey, man.
action-packed show for you tonight.
Action packed. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, man. The first thing I wanted to throw your way just to get a sense of how you feeling is, what was your sense when you saw Jalen Brunson limp back to the locker room last night?
I was devastated. I was devastated. Do we have an
Yo,
update? Do we know? Because I have not been on any news today. So is there an update? Do we know what's going on with him officially?
your man left the arena in a walking boot.
No, I know
In a
that. I
walk
mean, did they
and a
come with
cane. The
with
MRI results? No,
okay.
not
So they
yet.
didn't give anything official. We just know he left with the crutches and the walking boot. All right.
Last
They
I
still
saw,
saying he just rolled his ankle. I don't know. They be fibbing a lot over there.
I mean, if it was to me again, you see the walking boot though.
That's the scary part.
Yeah,
nah,
and
that's
I already,
no, that's not the scary
because of how they handled Mitch, I already don't believe what they say.
Bim.
Yes.
I
Yeah, they not
already
gonna
don't
tell
believe
us.
what
They
they
not
say.
going
You
not
don't
today,
just
me.
throw you don't just throw the walking boot on because you know what I'm saying, because you had yeah, you rolled your ankle was nothing. It's I'm prepared. I've psychologically and spiritually prepared myself that he may miss a couple games, and I'm hoping it's just a couple.
On a side though, when you hear the walking boot, we're in a good spot, right? Because the walking boot is basically more preventive than anything else. So if I'm sure if we had a game 7 tomorrow, JB would be playing tomorrow, right?
I'm I'm sure he would too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The effectiveness of said play is what is in question.
Right,
That's what I'm saying.
right, right. Well, hey, that's a good point. I'll tell you what um just to add something to the spice of life here. When I saw Jalen Brunson walk back to the locker room, what I immediately thought, and I know this might be throwing a grenade into the room, right? But what I immediately thought is, after all these years, the Knicks have still not gotten Jalen Brunson the help in the backcourt that he need. An effective backcourt superstar needs an effective backcourt player to lighten the load, like how Steph Curry used to have. What's the tall guy, the big 6'7" guy? Um,
He
Gi in the building. Salute.
he got that person. They just play in the wrong position. Cat is that person. Cat should be his shooting guard. Cat, Cat should be the shooting guard next to Brunson. That's what should happen. That's what should happen.
Oh wow, Gi, what are you talking about, bro?
Cat should be brother. My brother, what's good, Gi? What's good, brother? What's good? What's really good? Trying to give you some airtime, brother. Look, we airing it out today. Like I don't want nobody to be. I don't want nobody to be biting their tongue tonight. Like, nah, this is not it.
Uh,
This is not it. Cats came off a
uh,
very big high, beating a lot of bum teams. You know what I'm saying? We took this L yesterday. We took this L yesterday against when we meet in a team that's really kind of like it's supposed to be a little bit upper level.
okay.
We should
Okay.
be chatting. I want to know what's good. Brunson did his thing. I
As
saw a lot of,
usual.
but you know what's so funny, and this was my question throughout the other games that we were winning against like lower rated teams. I'm going to go ahead and say is that I hope our style of play holds up when it's tested, and it did not. We saw ISO Brunson back when like from the beginning of the game. ISO Brunson.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't past like you know what I'm saying that ball wasn't flying around like it was in the other games with a team that's more physical and has better defense. The ball's not flying around.
Hey, you mind if I add a fact here though, just real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Just to add a fact. The Knicks have already beaten 4 teams with over 500 record. Just want to throw some facts in there, just real quick.
Bro, we are what? We what 10 games in?
Yes.
We 10 games in?
Yes.
We talking about over 500?
Right.
Bro, the Bulls is over 500.
Right.
What that even mean?
Right. They have a
What that
winning record.
even mean right now?
That means that at one point they were the best team in the NBA. That's what that means. When we beat them,
And they may not
they were
even make it, and they may not even get into the playoffs.
right.
Like,
When
bro, like this
somebody,
is 10 games in.
I
That
feel
500 stuff
you.
is really
But every time I hear somebody say May, I say June. Right? Anytime
okay.
we
Fact.
talk about speculation, then we can speculate in both directions. But at the time, the Chicago Bulls were 6-0, and they lost to the New York Knicks.
Yeah. But
Right?
they lost to a team they were supposed to lose to.
The Minnesota Timberwolves, right? The Minnesota Timberwolves have a winning record. They beat the Cleveland
Okay.
Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers have a winning record.
Yeah. And the game we played them, you know what I'm saying? Although he was playing, if y'all give Cat
Do
y'all
you, do
give
you
Cat
count? Do you count Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks? Do you count the Bucks, or are they exempt? Because the Knicks played them with Giannis healthy and also beat the Bucks.
yeah, but the Bucks was never supposed to be a problem for us though.
But they're a
You
winning
can't have it
team,
both
bro.
ways. You can't say we didn't beat
But they
nobody, and
weren't.
then when we beat the people that we beat, you can't say they not good enough. Like I don't get like we
Yeah.
can't have it both ways.
Got to a
These are
fully we
not two
got to a
things that could be
fully
true at once.
Yo, let's jump free kick
that
since Gi can't say nothing.
we got to a fully
What's wrong with
healthy
GI Mike?
squad.
Gi might not
We
working.
got to a fully we got to a fully healthy squad. We got to a
Mhm.
fully healthy squad. We
Okay.
were fully healthy. A fully healthy squad that's supposed to be in the play that's slated to be a playoff team. And then we ran up against the wall. Well, we was tired.
Yeah.
We was
It's
tired
a
because it was a back to
possibility.
back.
Back to backs are hard,
Way?
and
Oh
but I'm
my!
not exempting us from the. Hold on, let me finish my thought. I'm not. That's not the. I'm not saying that that's the reason that we lost, but we all know back to back games are hard. It's hard to win both games. Let's not act like that's not a thing. I'm not saying that's
Yeah.
why we lost. I'm saying that's part of the reason why we lost.
Right.
Like there's a
Mic
million
check
different things
one
that you
two.
could say.
Mic check one
Then
two. Yeah.
Who is that? Oh,
That's
your mic
Gi.
is finally working.
now, see, if we're gonna go that route about like the back, all right, cool. Who was they got overworked the night before?
I mean, they were
Like
up by.
If I
almost
look at the,
30, right?
I look at the numbers, yeah, dog. Like
No,
I
I'm just
look at
saying
the
they was up
numbers, like the
almost 30.
time.
They took their foot off the gas. Then they
Cat,
had to work hard to win the game. And then they turned right back around and played the game again at 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm not
who look?
excusing it as the reason that we lost the game, but playing back-to-back games is hard,
It's
especially when you
hard.
had to hustle hard in the game before. That's their fault. They shouldn't have took their foot off the
Right.
gas.
Yo,
Those things
you really,
happen. Like back-to-backs are hard. They shouldn't
Right.
be,
you
and
a
never
rest
mind the
haven.
Knicks. Any team in the league should not have to play back-to-back games. It's unnecessary. Start the season a week early. We can avoid all that.
Right.
It's
You,
unnecessary.
yeah, y'all some real shade tree fans, yo. Y'all just rest
Why?
havens
Why
for these
I'm
weak
not
players.
a true
Yeah, yeah,
fan. I'm just not willing to jump
y'all
out the
rest
window
havens
and go
for
crazy
these.
because the Knicks lost one game. I'm not doing it. I'm not
Right.
going
Oh,
down that
You
who's
rabbit
going
hole
win
with you.
one.
crazy? Who's
Everybody.
going
I'm
crazy?
not. Whoa,
I'm
I'm
just
not
jumping
pointing
out the
out.
accusing
window.
you
I'm just pointing
of going
out.
crazy. I'm
I'm
just
just
saying I'm
pointing
not
out,
willing to
and the
do it.
difference is the difference in the game we lost versus the games we were winning.
Right, but
Why weren't we
I don't
playing the
like the
same?
way we lost this game. Right? I don't like it. I don't think
We
anybody
was
does. No fan wants to see their team get smacked around like that.
hell
But
is the
I'm
hell.
also enough of a basketball fan to see the difference in my team. I'm not excusing the defense because I think Orlando played great defense in this game. And they bumped us out of our spots. We wasn't moving the ball like we normally do, but we also wasn't hitting any shots, like
Nah.
nothing.
Great.
And that's akin to
Doug,
tired legs. Jump
quietly,
shooting, you need your legs.
our defense,
Our defense was
defense
horrible
been a
last night.
problem. I don't know if y'all realize that.
Our
Been a
three
problem.
point,
Our
our
defense,
three point
our defense
line
been a
defense has been
problem.
a problem. Defending
And
the three
that
point
one, I'm
line has
not even
definitely
gonna.
been a
It's
problem.
been a problem.
Yeah.
It's been a problem, but you know what? I'm not even gonna count that one because that's been a problem for years.
Okay.
That's been a problem. So I'm not
I
even
don't
gonna.
disagree.
It's a problem, yes, but I'm not even gonna count it in. I can't. I'm not even counting in this evaluation right now, bro. I don't care if we score 130 points. If we let another team get to 120 points, our defense is booty.
How many points are
It's
teams on
booty.
average putting up? I mean, I
On
like
the
to say that
on the
we
Nick. So the
no,
Knicks
I'm not
the
saying on
Knicks
the
are
Knicks.
giving
I'm
up.
talking about on
113.
average
They're
in
I
giving
the
up
think 100,
league.
113 points a game. That's eighth best in the
113.
NBA. That's eighth best in
Right.
the
Like
NBA right now.
everybody's scoring over 100
Oh,
points in the league. Like, I don't care how good your defense is. It's just happening. People are scoring.
I'm
okay.
I'm jumping out the window because we got a three-man in Cat, and we need a power forward in the center. We can't rely on Nick, and Cat's got to play three. He is not a power forward or a center in our offense, and because of that, I'm
Here we
leaping out.
go. Here
Who
we
you
go.
said? I'm sorry. You cut off on my end.
They talking
Carl
about
Anthony
Cat. They talking
Towns
about
is
Cat.
a three-man in our
Here
offense.
we go.
We need a power forward and a center to move things around because Cat is not playing power forward or center in our offense. He's a wing player who could go to the hole when the big man comes up and get out of space. Other than that, you can't give him the ball to the basket. He can't score. And even when he gets there, if he gets contested, he's not finishing at a high rate. And I'm concerned about that. Let's get
All
to
right,
it.
so let's do some fact checking here. Name
Right,
if you
'cause-
name 5 centers in the league that play with their back to the basket, I will not only call you a genius, but I will never question this argument ever again. You name 5 of them, and I'll shut the fuck up.
So my position is I don't have to name 5
You
because
don't,
you name.
right.
Let me tell you why. Because there's not 5 other guys that's built like Cat that is on your team that's clogging up space that needs to be able. They got other guys. We're bullying guys who got those wing type guys who are scoring from the outside, but they are athletic. Cat is not athletic, so he has to play the 3 position because he can't play his back to the basket. Then who's going to rebound and who's going to create screens and who's going to keep the offense moving? Cat can't. That's my beat. So I'm got to. Your
You
question is
saying Carl
good.
Anthony Towns can't rebound a
Are you
basketball?
serious right now? Good
No,
evening,
everything
I'm
everybody.
you
saying he
said
can't
is
offensive. He can't offensive rebound.
Are you serious right now?
Right. And
you
the thing is,
what
The thing is historically guys
You don't get offensive rebounds.
guys that either don't shoot or can't shoot usually grab offensive rebounds.
Thank you.
Right. And I'm not saying that Mitch can't shoot, but Mitchell Robinson is a center that doesn't shoot. He's usually in position to offensive rebound for others. When you have Cat, who's a weapon, he's not going to be at the rim also looking to grab offensive rebounds too. You just can't be in two places at one time, bro. That's science.
Exactly.
But you know what he is? He's a seasonal weapon though. Like if he's playing against, if he's seasonal, and when I say that, I mean like sometimes it's situational. He's a situational weapon. If he is playing, if he's playing an actual strong bigs, and his shot is off from range, it's a wrap. Because he's not bullying his way to the paint. Granted, I'm gonna say he doesn't get all the calls that he should. Because sometimes he gets roughed up there.
Did you not see when he played against Washington?
But
he dunked on Sarr, and ever since that game, he has been driving to the rack and dunking on centers. Even last night, he banged it. Yo, I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue. You say he can't get into the paint.
You just said continue and kept talking.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish his point. Because I'm gonna say one play. You're gonna say one play and not talk about the whole entirety of the game. But go ahead, please talk about that one play.
Because here's another thing,
bro.
Cat is weak. Cat has
he was getting manhandled
7 times out of the whole game. He went to the free throw line 7 times. He's almost leading our league with that, as well as also how he plays. With his double-double that he's gotten these 11 games that he's been getting for us, there's no other player, I think, outside of Willis Reed that actually did something like that. This guy's putting up good double-double numbers. This guy's also being an offensive threat with his 3-ball, as well as how he's able to create for others because he can pass as well. So there's a lot of things that he has that we're not used to. And this guy's putting up numbers similar to Jokic, but he can shoot the 3-ball better than him. And there's only 2 other guys in the league that you probably could get for a guy like Cat, and one of them is your boy Giannis. He's going to be one of the biggest pieces for that. I'm not saying they have to be equal value, but damn it, give Cat his respect.
Dog, you think that we could get Giannis for Cat straight up?
No, I'm saying, but he would be one of the biggest.
That's not what he said.
And a part of that. That's what I'm saying. And his value is in that. Because here's the thing. The guy has been balling.
That is what he's saying. Y'all jumping on my neck. That's what he's saying.
No.
I say he would be an important piece as far as a trade. That's what I'm saying. We can never get anybody can just get Giannis straight up like that. Because even when they traded Luka, that was something different. All I'm saying is Cat will most likely
what is it? So what is it that's better? Trade. So what is it that's better about Giannis and Joker than Cat?
To be honest with you, because I just
and Wemby and
Wembanyama's not better than Cat. Stop. You're gonna do that. We're not doing that.
Wembanyama
we're not even gonna have that conversation. We're not having that conversation.
Man,
we're not doing it. We're not. We're just not.
I would pack Cat's bags and drive him to the airport myself.
You
bugging out.
I would pack up your Knicks fandom and ship you right out.
What?
Maybe so.
Get the hell out of here.
We talking about
to get Wemby. To get Wemby on my.
You to
get Wemby on my team on the Knicks.
I'm not taking him today.
Get the hell out. Only a Cat stan would say some nonsense like that. This man gets how many blocks a game? How many blocks a game? Unstoppable offense. What are you talking about? Have you seen him shake people down?
I'm not a Wembanyama fan. Sorry. I'm not a Cat fan and I'm not a Wembanyama fan. So that you can have that.
I'm a fan of the better player, and that would be Wembanyama right now.
He has the potential to
right now. Potential. He's right there. He's that right now.
He has the potential. He's proven absolutely nothing.
I have a question for you.
He is that right now.
He's 11 games into the hype that you're talking about. 11 games.
No.
Because he wasn't this player last season. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
He's leading.
We agree to disagree. I don't want to
So what you mean?
I'm not doing this with
you. So what you mean is he got better. This is year 11 for Cat, and he hasn't gotten better.
What are you talking about? He Hall of Famer.
Right. I'm not doing this. You don't have to. You don't. Now you got your
Who's a Hall of Famer?
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
Who's a Hall of Famer?
Come on, man.
Who's a Hall of Famer?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Who's a Hall of Famer?
Don't do that.
You heard what I
Come on, man.
said.
Don't do that.
Who's a Hall of Famer?
Don't do that, bro.
Freaky, we're about to cut you off the whole show with your own show.
Carl Anthony Towns. Carl Anthony Towns.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Carl Anthony Towns is a Hall of Famer. Yo,
don't do that, bro.
Selector, cut all their mics off.
You can cut my mic.
There's some kind of mental illness going through something.
Can I ask you a quick question? What is it outside of Cat's body language that you do not like about Cat's game?
Bro, you don't.
I don't like his lateral movement. I don't like his lateral movement. His foot speed. I don't like that he's not getting he has to start his offense all the way out front, which we are creating motion for him. But when as he gets rolling to the hole, it's not fluid. It's bulky, and guys are getting in front of him, and just by the mere fact they're getting in front of him, they're making him miss at a high rate. We cannot count on him. We cannot go to him if we need a last bucket. We're not just getting the ball to him and getting out the way. Ain't no way in the world, and that's troublesome to me for $200 million.
Did we not see him?
And you're not getting the points you want from Cat unless he's playing against guys who are actually physically smaller than him.
It's so funny. Y'all never said any of that stuff. Y'all never said any of that with Obi Toppin, the way how he was.
Obi Toppin? We compare Obi Toppin to Carl Anthony Towns?
I'm not even gonna go.
Are we comparing Obi to?
No, that was just a little jab, but I just.
Man, what the hell are we talking? What are we talking about, man?
This how I know you.
Boom, look at that. That right there in 11 seasons.
So what? Y'all talk. Yo,
what I'm simply saying.
Okay, where's the chip?
Hold on.
What?
Where's ours? We don't have a chip. I mean, what are you talking about? We're here trying to get to one.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to get the right players to do it.
But how do you know if you ain't never won one in over 50 years?
So I watched.
Wait, hold on. The reason why I brought that up is because of this. How is it that you guys are all right with JB not being a natural point guard that we all are used to? And he could be what he does. He had time to develop. He's good. But when we got another guy like Cat who has come in, has two different coaches, and has been doing really well in both, as well as getting more involved in the offense, being a threat like he was last night, hitting the three. One of his 4 threes was in a key moment, and I think the third quarter or the fourth quarter. He was getting in rhythm. He was doing a lot of things, and he's a double-double monster. Why would we get rid of that? That's why I'm asking.
We get rid of that because he's fooling y'all. I grew up in crack era Brooklyn. Now I play claiming no thuggery or this, that, and the other. But one of the things you had to do when you survived walking the streets of Brooklyn, you had to size people up. You had to look a dude in his eyes and size him up. Look Cat in the eye and size him up. Like, dog, is anybody scared of Cat? He's 7 foot. Does he have that kind of game presence? Anybody tell me that? Dog, when he goes up against anybody that's actually his size or strong, dog, he can't do it. He coming out the game with 15 points and 15 rebounds. Y'all like, yay, Cat. But you getting paid like a superstar.
15 rebounds could allocate to 30 points if used correctly. So you're sitting there saying that that's nothing. Plus his original 15 points.
They're not offensive. They're not offensive. That's not offensive.
And here's another thing: if he's not grabbing offensive rebounds, that means we're making shots. We're having better opportunities.
That is not what that means. That is not what that means. That is not what that means. If he doesn't have high offensive rebounding rates. He doesn't. We always making shots. We always making shots.
Hold on, because here's the thing. If he's grabbing defensive rebounds, he's taking the ball and their second chance opportunity out of the opposing team's hands.
Hey, G, I just put Cat's numbers against Nikola Jokic on the screen, right? So Cat in matchups against Jokic, right? Jokic averages 18.9, 10 rebounds, and 5.9 assists. Cat in matchups against Jokic averages 23.8, 11.1 rebounds, and 3.8 assists. Your man's just said on national TV that when Cat plays against other big, great centers, that he doesn't show.
I said strong bodies.
Jokic is not strong-bodied?
Bro, nobody knows Jokic as a defender. Nobody knows Jokic as a defender.
Oh.
So Cat is actually fast.
Wow.
Not bigs that got some decent speed.
The defensive rebound.
Come on, y'all. If you're trying to tell me that you wouldn't take Joker for Cat right this very second. Please, come on, man. Stop the BS, bro.
That was not what
Stop
you said,
the
bro.
BS. Y'all talking trash.
This guy keep moving the goalposts. Every time you say something, he moved the goalposts just a little bit further.
No. I just want to point out the silliness of the point you just made. Or anybody here right now, if given the opportunity to trade Cat for Joker,
this was
straight up, it's not even hanging up the phone.
You said when Cat plays against a certain type player, and I showed you facts, and then you changed it and said you wouldn't trade him. Right? These are two separate things.
He is not. That is probably him and Embiid is probably the only two major centers that he gets off on. That's big and strong.
Okay, let me say this about what you said about offensive rebounds, because to me, if Cat is getting defensive rebounds, that's giving our offense the same effect as offensive rebound, and also
defensive. You're supposed to get the defensive. The defensive rebound is part of your possession. You're supposed to get the defensive rebound. You're supposed to get the defensive. No, see, but you're trying to. Mitch comes on the court for 60 minutes and gets 9 offensive rebounds. Those offensive rebounds are counted towards points. Defensive rebounds you're supposed to get. Your team is supposed to get the defensive rebound. That's the beginning of your possession.
Yeah, but Mitchell Robinson is also following the basketball. You realize that, right?
I'm not.
Cat is shooting. Mitch is following the shot. So when the shot doesn't go in, Mitch gets the rebound. Jalen Brunson is shooting. Mitch is following the shot. So when it doesn't go in, he gets the offense because they're not shooting, Keith. That's why. So if you're not the person that's handling the ball and going to the basket, you're usually not the person that gets the offensive rebound. You sound ridiculous.
I'm not the one. When he brought up the rebound numbers, all I said was they were defensive rebounds, that they weren't offensive.
Right.
That's all I said.
Right. But
y'all are trying to explain away. Y'all trying to explain away the difference.
Mean that you didn't.
I don't expect him to get offensive rebounds.
Why?
I don't expect him to get offensive rebounds. So
why are you talking about his offensive rebounds?
But no, because he brought up rebounds. Because he brought up rebounds.
You did that.
All I said was like scoring 15 points. All I said was scoring 15 points.
16 times.
Hall of Fame, right?
Because when I said he scores 15 points and get 15 rebounds, and people are like, oh, he was great. He was great. I'm like, that's not a superstar.
It's not great.
I said that's not superstar.
So that the other team isn't getting the ball back. That's 15 times he took away a possession that the other team could have had. That's nothing. That's not saying
your team is supposed to get. You're supposed to get the defensive rebound. You're supposed to get the defensive rebound.
He has the conversation. The goalpost moves a little bit more and a little bit more. When you refute the fact, he gives you something else. Okay, he got 15 rebounds. They wasn't offensive, but this is why they're not offensive rebounds. 15 rebounds ain't enough.
My statement was 15 points, and 15 rebounds. He's getting paid to be. He's getting a superstar paycheck. That's what I was saying.
Here we go.
That's not.
So you're telling
me
that's the kid. That's the
truth, though. That's part of the game, bro. You choking up money. You choking up money on the cap that we can't put other people in. So we can't put other people in. You can't walk away from a game with 8 points and making $53 million that year. You can't walk away from a game making 8 points. You can't.
Can you do me a favor?
You
If
can't.
Name didn't say
Explain that.
If it
So
didn't
LeBron
say
James
Cat's
never had 8
career,
points in the
you would
game.
be
Stephen
like, yo,
Curry
this
never
LeBron
had
got
8 points in the
chips.
game.
Stop talking about people with chips. LeBron got chips.
I'm just talking about people who make money.
Chips.
Again, you moving the
Multiple
goalposts.
chips.
You're
Yes, people with
moving
money.
the
People who make
goalposts yet
people who
again.
make Cat's kind
All
of
I'm
money.
saying, you're
got
talking about
chips.
money.
Hold on.
We're not
People
talking
who
about
making Cat's
championships.
kind of
And
money.
again, you're
People who's
no, they
making
don't.
Cat's
Not
kind of
everybody
money
who's making that
got-
kind of money got a championship.
They're legitimate superstars. They're not walking away from games scoring 8 points when they got to. Come on.
What are you
Y'all make all kind of excuses from, he's working through
I'm
a
not
grade
making
2.
nobody's
He's
no
working
excuses
through
for
a grade
anybody.
2 strain. That's why he's not. Nah, bro. Like, come on.
Wait,
he's not pulling superstar weight, and he's supposed to be a superstar.
What do you expect him to
do? Do y'all look at this man? Do y'all look at that man?
I really don't. Sometimes
do y'all look at that man and see superstar? Come on, bro. Come on.
The guy's our second leading offensive player that we have.
If that's what you call a superstar, then you really don't want a chip.
No, I want a chip. You don't though.
You want to be fans of a player. You want to be fans of a player. You don't want a chip.
Every player on that team, sir.
Look at them. Let me explain something to you. This guy here, in 11 years, he's look at that 40% from 3. So he's getting paid like a high price shooter. He's giving you 11 rebounds, which is showing you that he's also a big and helps you a lot, which is way more than anybody else on the team because he's always him, maybe OG.
And then he's defensively in that. So you giving me 15. You giving me 15 points, 15 rebounds. You a big man. You giving me 15 points, 15 rebounds, and you negative on defense. And that's worth $53 million to you.
How is he negative on defense when defensive rebounds take away?
If he wasn't negative on defense, he wouldn't need Mitch.
Here's the thing: if he wasn't a negative, you just said that he's a good defensive rebounder, right? That's playing defense, getting the ball out.
He's 7 feet tall.
No. Because I don't agree with you. Because if he could defensive rebound, that's good on defense because now you're not giving them a second chance opportunity to score. You're taking that opportunity out of their hands. And on top of that, 15 rebounds, regardless of if it's offensive or defensive, he's involved in the offense. So he's going to be shooting more than Mitch would. You know why Mitch is down there boxing out 2-3 guys? It's because he's putting himself
because that's his job
before the play even does anything. So as far as offensive rebounds, he can't be involved in it, run the top high screen, or come off of the queen, catch it, and go. He can't do none of that if he's down there.
Let's back up. Let's back up because you keep. I think what y'all confusing. If you shooting from the 3, I'm not expecting you to get. If you're a shooter, I'm not expecting you to get offensive rebounds. Y'all took that conversation and turned. I'm talking about his total, his effect on rebounds and his points, coupled with his bad defense, does not equate the position he's supposed to have on the team.
How many rebounds is he supposed to have?
Right now, if Brunson is out, for the next 2-3 games, please Lord no. If Brunson is out for the next 2-3 games, who's stepping up?
Cat.
That's not Cat's fault. They play 2 different positions.
Exactly. The team is going to step up.
Bro,
and you're asking someone, wait, hold on. You're asking someone to step into the captain's role? Come on, man.
No, into the scoring role. Into the where is that 32 points coming from role?
And you didn't see that every time
who's stepping up into that?
And you didn't see every time that they switched up and had Brunson on the bench and let Cat have his.
It's gonna be it's definitely gonna be OG. It's definitely gonna be OG.
Answer the question. Okay.
But why isn't it Cat? But why isn't it Cat? Why isn't it Cat?
Because Cat. What makes you think?
Because Cat is not even a second option. Cat is a third option. A third or fourth option, masquerading as a second option.
Please do me a favor. Please wait, hold on. Please pull up the stats. Who's second? Who's leading the team in scoring and who's second?
We already know. We already know.
Can we stop?
Yeah,
he's the second option if he's second. I can't do this. I
And in
can't, yo.
rebounds, he's
You don't
number
have
one.
to
Okay,
like the man, but don't make
let's
it up
watch.
as you go
Let's
along. Like I
Ace,
let's
can't.
Ace
watch.
God,
And
salute.
Let's watch what Doug him. We're not playing the Nets. We're not playing the Nets every night. We're not playing the Nets every night.
What
The
does
worst
that
team
mean?
in basketball. We're
So
not
what does that
playing
mean?
them every night.
So when we played the Bucks, we cleared the floor because we couldn't score no buckets. We cleared the floor. They put Kyle Kuzma one-on-one with Cat, and Cat could not back him down. Cat could not get to the hole. That's problematic. That's problematic. On Kuzma,
I watch guards, big guards keep him from the. What did he do? He scored 8 points. That's what he did. That's what he did.
Talk about that. You want to talk about the adjustments?
We shouldn't have lost either game. We shouldn't have lost either game to Chicago.
How he was able to pull out and get his threes. How he was able to get to the basket.
Bro, that's what he should have did the first game.
That beat us the game 2 days before. See what I'm talking about?
Bulls is not even supposed to be in the. They may not even be in the. They may not even be in the play-in, bro. Are you serious?
Have you watched?
We shouldn't have even lost to them the first night.
Giddy went down.
They were undefeated.
Giddy just went down.
They definitely going to the playoffs, Keith.
Right.
Chicago.
You gotta stop. Like
they're not.
You don't have to downplay.
I bet you $1. I bet you GI. I bet you $1 right now. They may get to the play.
Good team. I don't get it. I don't. Why we?
They may be in the play-in.
But why you?
A good team. Josh Giddey makes them better than Lonzo Ball does, Keith.
Exactly.
Josh Giddey makes them
money. Does his thing out there. He's really
okay.
Good.
Like, and the fans are so used to the team being so horrible that when they got something good in front of them, they can't enjoy it. They sit back and they nitpick.
What are you talking about?
Knicks fans are so toxic, yo.
This is supposed to be my chip year. This is supposed to be my chip year. What up?
Well, you're not suiting up, bro. We all Knicks fans.
It's supposed to be my chip year. That's why I'm on their neck. And that's why I'm on their neck.
One game, we jumping off the cliff already? What's going on here, bro?
Nobody pushing me. I ain't even jumping off the cliff. I'm the first one who said it's only 10 games. I'm the first one who said it's only 10 games.
No. Keith's jumping off the cat cliff again, bro. That's what he's doing.
Me off. Because the thing is,
he's never going to get off the cliff with Cat.
The thing is, the conversation.
Keith need to change his name to Free Cat.
The conversation.
Bro. That's his name.
The conversation was about Jalen Brunson.
Free Cat.
Brunson's ankle injury, right? And all of a sudden, Free Keith had this cat buildup all week.
Ghetto too. I'm guilty. Don't leave my man alone.
We were legit talking about Jalen Brunson potentially missing games, and now we're on Cat's not a Hall of Famer.
He better hope Jay Brunson playing on Friday. He better hope.
I'd for him to play, but
Freezy got a can of catnip over there. He sprinkles it all week.
Keith,
he just hates Cat.
I'd love to be able to play the Nets and Bulls every game.
But Keith,
well, the thing is if you play the Nets and Bulls, Mitchell only playing one of those games.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
How much? So what? Mitch is a supplementary player. I love Mitch. Mitch is not in the position that Cat is in, man. Stop comparing.
Right.
Yeah, but Mitch is not supplementary. Mitch is on the last leg of his career. Mitch's career is just about done. I watched him. He hasn't played 50 minutes all season. He's barely played
right now.
Hey, and you might be right.
15 minutes. He was limping right. He was limping right.
Mitchell Robin fan club. I will fight
you might
see what I told you.
You might be right. You might be right.
It's just pure cinema.
I just want to ask you this one question. What numbers should Cat be putting up in your estimation to be getting what he should be getting paid? I'm curious.
It's less about the numbers. It's less about the numbers. It's how he gets.
I was just about to get into that. Thank you. Go ahead, GI. Go ahead, GI.
It's how he gets. We've got to be spacing the floor. Now, I like the fact that we want to shoot threes, so we start Cat and Brunson in some movement. Cat get downhill or Brunson get downhill, then we got shooters around. I like that. But Cat's got to be able, in order to suck people in, Cat can't be getting stopped one-on-one at the hole by nobody in the NBA. He can't get 200 million. No 200 million in the player getting stopped by any one man. And too many times, Cat is getting stopped one-on-one. That can't be at 200 million.
Hey, y'all know Anthony Davis makes more money than Cat, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anthony
and Anthony Davis went healthy. And when Anthony Davis went healthy, nobody's stopping him one-on-one at the hole. Nobody's stopping him one-on-one at the hole.
But
and his defense.
Here's the problem. I think Cat stops himself on a lot of them plays. That's what I got a problem with. Like he passes out.
He plays like a guard. That's why.
Like there's some times I just want him to keep just keep going. He doesn't
pass out of it all the time.
Yeah, sometimes he jumps 1 inch off the ground and gets blocked.
That's the point.
That's what I'm saying. He plays below the rim at 7 foot. That's my only problem with him too. Like he plays too low.
He likes Cat. Maybe y'all listen to him because it sounds like I'm a hater when I say the same exact thing.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, those are the short. That's what's keeping Cat from being in the GOAT conversation. Shit like this. Because if he wasn't like this,
he doesn't play like he's a 7 foot. He plays like he's a 7 foot guard.
But you know what? Oh, a lot of 7 footers do that now. That's the way. That's the new quality.
The game is.
Wemby don't play like that. Wemby don't play like that.
Wemby don't play like a tough guy.
Wemby does not play like
threes. Wemby shoots threes.
Wemby shoots 10 threes.
He does not play under the rim. He does not play under the rim, bro.
He can't play under the rim. He's already above it, just standing.
Thank you.
He doesn't play under the rim. Cat plays under the rim, bro.
I know what you're saying. He's got lift. Like,
and if you're saying Wemby does that, then you don't watch. You're not watching games, brother.
Wemby takes 10 threes a game, bro.
But that's what the people's problem was with Wemby last year. He was settled for threes too much.
Yeah, he takes.
Now this year he ain't doing that.
Yeah.
No, he's not doing that. If he open, he's letting it fly. But he's coming for that rim and he's eating.
But
he realizes his height.
But here's the thing,
bro. He's only 3. He is only 3 inches taller. He's only 3 inches taller than Cat. Come on, man. You're acting like it's a whole foot.
He's like 6 inches.
You're acting like it's like a.
Yeah.
You're acting like it's a whole
foot taller than that man. Stop the cap. Stop.
And got a way better handle. And got a way better handle and defends better. Well, come on, man.
Are we talking about Hall of Fame level centers? Is that what we're talking about?
Here's the thing.
Wemby to me looks more like a Hall of Fame center
I don't think
than Cat does.
Cat is soft. I just think it's a mentality thing sometimes.
Yeah, that's where the softness is.
We've seen
that's
him
where the soft is.
Go and dunk down the lane on Gobert this year, on all these tall, bigger centers. He takes them to the rim and dunks on them.
Right.
That's why I'm sure you get frustrated. I get frustrated sometimes too. I'm like, why are you settling for like a hezzy Euro step, not even jumping off the ground shot when you're
and you can't even jump? Like,
are y'all saying that? Because what y'all saying, I think a lot of us are there. But I think what y'all are ruling out is how referees are efficient the game.
That's a problem.
Watch the game, they let them.
That's a real problem.
You know what? They're not giving him superstar calls because nobody looks at him as a superstar.
What about Brunson then?
Brunson gets calls. What are you talking about,
bro?
Brunson, he doesn't get all the calls he should,
bro.
But he gets more than a little bit of calls.
But he don't get as much.
What do you mean?
He should be getting Shea level calls.
Come on.
He gets to the lane just as much as Shea does in the game, and you can't tell me that he don't get hit any less than Shea gets hit.
Brunson can get a couple more calls a game, but Brunson gets calls, bro.
No, he does. He does that head flop thing where his braids go, and nobody
in the leagues, ref included, are looking at Cat as a superstar, bro. It's only fans.
It's only fans?
How much is it?
Bro.
How much is it?
Oh God, bro. Now we went
exposing
there.
cat, exposing cat on OnlyFans.
Right.
You gonna start making them pay for this entertainment, sir?
Right.
Hey,
Hey, Cat, can you taking his shoes off now, bro?
Free Keith might be on to something. Let's get it.
No, but look,
let me
when
copyright
you're the
that real
top,
quick.
when you've been the top 15 guy in the NBA more than once, newsflash, I'm sorry, you're considered a superstar, Keith.
Yeah.
Bro, dog, those are numbers. Numbers get you there.
How
that's
many
fine.
All NBAs has he had?
Bro, he's perennial All NBA, bro. I mean, what are we talking about, though?
Second team? What how many All
Doesn't
NBAs?
matter.
How many
players on each of the teams? How many players on each of the teams? 5, right?
All right.
5
all right.
times 3,
Yo,
that's 15
let me
of the
tell you
best
something.
players in the world. How many
I
times
get
does he
my
have to do to be
numbers-
considered a superstar? I'm just asking what the
if I get my numbers against lower rated teams and I don't reach those averages against teams that are at my level or above, but you average it all out and it looks like, oh, like I'm killing, but I'm really only getting my man on underrated teams.
But if that's the case, right? If that's the case, even if that's right, that we know that that's not accurate, right? Because then his average
It's
would
not
be lower.
accurate.
Let me see.
He just busted off. He just busted off 8 points. 8 points. 8. No, it wouldn't. If I score,
Yes, it would.
if I score 15 points, if I score
So we're
15
trying to say
points
that
on a team,
85% of
if
the
I score
teams in the
15
league are
points
trash?
on,
Is that what
Bro,
we're saying? 85%
in
of the
Pat's
teams
career,
in the
he's
league are
averaged
trash,
20
and
points and
people
11
have his way
rebounds
with
in the
them.
playoffs.
I don't
Are those
understand
good
it.
teams?
Those are great teams.
wow. I'm
In
glad that you
50
mentioned
games,
that.
50 games.
I'm
Because
glad
if it
that you
wasn't for
mentioned
him,
that.
we wouldn't have got out of that
Because
Detroit
each one
series.
of
I'm
those
just saying.
seasons, each one of those seasons, each one of those games, each one of those playoff years, his playoff numbers are lower than his playoff averages are lower than the regular season averages, and that
He
proves
sent
my
Joker
point.
home to go to the Western Conference Finals, and then if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have got
That's one
past
team.
Detroit or Boston
That's
to
one
get
team.
to the
Yo,
Indiana
yo.
series. So I don't get it.
Joker already. That's
The
one
hate.
team.
All
Yo,
right,
Free
but
Keith,
it don't matter.
Teams. He wasn't
I'm
even the
gonna say this,
leader.
and this gonna
Teams
sound
sent
crazy,
teams home.
but
He
Jokic
wasn't even the
might
leading
be
scorer.
the
Yeah, but he
greatest
had
center
to
of all
outplay
Come
that
on,
time.
man
You know it
to get them
because
passes,
we're in
give him
his
that.
He hasn't led it.
Stop.
He hasn't
Jokic
led a
might be
You don't
team.
have to
greatest
like him to
center
give him
of
his
all
props. Like,
time.
God.
How many centers and power forwards lead their team in
I don't-
scoring in the NBA nowadays? Name
Right.
them.
What do you mean?
None of them. It's just it's not.
Oh,
a thing.
nowadays.
It's Jokic. Wemby don't play center.
Wemby.
Wemby is a jumbo wing.
And Embiid was doing it.
Embiid, I hadn't done it in how many
Giannis is
years?
doing it.
Let's find
Is
somebody
doing
else.
it.
So who's
Yo,
the real
in fact-
Wemby then?
In
Who's
fact,
the
we
Wemby
just,
have around him?
in fact, Cat just put up 8. Cat just put up a superstar 8 points against Giannis last game. You know what I'm saying?
And the Knicks
Yeah.
won, right? And the Knicks won. And
The team won, yes, in spite of him. In spite of him.
In spite, right?
In spite of him.
Right. And so what Mike Brown said, because if y'all remember, Mike Brown said that was the game plan. They were running offense through Cat in the first half. Y'all remember that? So
He didn't take any shots
Mike
in the first half of
Brown,
that game.
the head coach is a liar. So now the head coach is a liar too. Right? Mike Brown said that was the game plan. Right?
He been a liar. He been a liar. We
I
established
know.
that. We established that.
Right. Yeah.
We established that he was a liar.
Okay.
Who's a liar?
We did. He
No,
lied
I
about
said who? I don't know
he
what
lied
you're
about
talking
Mitch.
Hey,
He lied about
Queen.
Mitch.
The
He
team
lied about
Mitch.
Mitch
Come on.
coming into the season.
What he lied
Hey,
about? He
man.
said he
Mike
wasn't
Brown
hurt.
sat in front of the media and lied about Mitch. What are you
The Knicks
talking
don't.
about?
The Knicks never come off fourth. Tibbs lied about their health too. Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? That's a Knickerbocker
You acting like that
organizational
was
thing.
Mike
They're
Brown's
not giving
decision.
out
Okay.
that information to the public and
that
to
was
the
my
next
point.
team. That's an organizational
Yeah,
thing.
that was my point.
They never truthful
No,
about that stuff. What are you talking
no.
about? That's not a Brown thing.
Hey, Steph.
With
Tibbs did it too.
withholding
Like, that's a Knicks
information,
thing.
withholding
Stop.
information, withholding information is
Hey,
different than
Queen.
lying. The reporter asked him, "Is Mitch injured?" He was like, "No, Mitch is not injured. We're resting him. We're resting him after not even playing any basketball. We're resting him for the first 4 games. He was injured."
All right.
That man foot too small, bro.
I told you he's size 6, yo. That big old man wears size 6 shoe. That's why his ankles
That's a
always
lie.
puffed up. That's a lie that he wears size 6 shoe. It is not.
Yeah, he got too small. His feet too small.
Yeah,
his feet too small. His feet too small. He need
his ankles are too small. His ankles are too small.
Yeah, his ankles might be too small too.
He need extensions.
He got them ankles and them feet not supporting them ankles.
So our point is that we got. I'm sorry, Bob. I'm gonna be quick. Our point is we got this style of play. We got this roster, and we're saying so Brunson's not going anywhere.
God bless you.
Our wings, Obi and Michael aren't going anywhere. And me and Keith's frustration is there's a certain style of play that Cat has to bring to make everybody else better, and he can't. And when he's not getting off, everybody else has to decrease and move to certain positions for him to get his. And that's not what you have to do with a $200 million player. And you can't say that doesn't matter, because if we didn't have him, we'd be able to put more complementary pieces around and we'd feel better as a team. That is our frustration.
Oh, I can't agree with that, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, hey, let me do something real quick.
I don't know if y'all been watching the same games.
How you doing, Queen?
They have it.
I'm good. This is a great conversation.
Yeah.
I watch when it's right guy right. Sorry, Queen. I watch when it's
last time the Knicks
right
had a center of power forward that could pass like that. They got court vision.
My thing is though, am I watching the games? Yeah, I'm watching them against lighter guys. I'm watching him and OG bully lighter guys. Soon as some size come, nils. And go back and check the stats.
That was one game. Cleveland is not small. I can't do it. Y'all pick and choose.
It's not one game.
Y'all pick and choose.
It's not one game. You got to watch the.
We can't talk over each other.
You got to watch the. True story. You got to watch. You got to watch the entirety.
That's the trick that we pulling right now, because we wasn't gonna go nowhere anyway. Right, because we talk about Cat, the conversation wasn't gonna move anyway.
Right, the conversation died right here.
You're right. Luxury Charles Smith killed the conversation. You're right.
And I asked you this question, right?
Luxury Charles Smith. That's deep, bro. That's a deep cut.
We were talking about Jalen Brunson's ankle.
Yo, the ability to look a dude in his eye, bro, and size him up, I think is lost on cats. Like, yo, there's a reason why nobody's scared of a seven footer that's supposed to be like a Hall of Famer. Bro, he brings no fear.
Because there's fans out there that rather have Hurt Williams than freaking
fans. I'm a fan. I'm not playing against them. I'm looking at the Cats playing against them, bro. What are you talking about?
The people
I'm pointing it out.
They make the excuses for Mitch, but then when it comes to Cat, they don't want to hear it.
Bro, you can make excuses for Mitch. Mitch does not hold the position, and I love Mitch, but he does not hold the position on the team that Cat does. Cat is our secondary. He's supposed to be our secondary superstar on the team.
Yeah.
Why do y'all let him? Y'all really let him? Y'all let him slide. Y'all let him slide on the.
Cat played one full season as a Knick, right? He was the all-star starter in the all-star game, and the team made
all NBA
finals, right? Before that, they did not.
One of our two stars
is doing their own thing. Like, one of these kids is doing his own.
I want to ask you a question. Let's play a game of can you tell which player this is? One of our two superstars, when playoff time comes, production increases. The other superstar, when playoff time comes, production decreases. Which is which? Brunson or Cat?
I mean, yeah, the numbers say that. I agree.
Every year, and not just here, not his whole career. Every time he goes to the playoffs, he's a lesser player, and the reason is because it's better teams. That's my evidence,
and
bro.
this is another rogue narrative. Actually, Cat averaged 25 points a game against the Indiana Pacers and the Eastern Conference Finals. This is another rogue narrative. Like
what's his playoff? What's his playoff average? His playoffs. You don't play one team in the playoffs.
In the Eastern Conference,
you play a bunch of good teams.
He averaged.
You play a bunch of good teams.
Yeah.
Against
Detroit,
one team.
He carried us in the Detroit series. Too.
That's a lie. If we didn't have
Keith,
if we didn't have Mitch
in the playoffs, not just against Indiana.
He did. If he averaged 25,
is that not what you just said?
No, he averaged that against one team. He averaged like 20 points in the playoffs. That's my point.
He averaged 21 and a half.
Point shave. Y'all keep trying to point shave for this superstar. Stop it. His production goes down against better teams.
Cat took less shots.
Yep.
You know why?
Brunson's production goes up against better teams. Cat's production goes down against better teams.
Like
this
Indiana.
Is the averages.
Like
that's
Indiana,
what the numbers. That's
finals.
one team, bro.
No, it can't be both, bro. Like I'm too smart for that, bro.
It can't be. You're right. It can't be. It can't be, bro.
On me intellectually, bro. I'm too smart for that.
It can't be both.
Like, legit, you can't say the best team.
The playoffs is full of the best teams.
Is right. The team that lost in Game 7 in the NBA Finals, that man averaged 25 and 12. And you're saying,
why did we
fire
Tibbs? Why did we fire Tibbs?
More impressive than the Pistons series. Like, what are we talking about?
Why did we fire Tibbs?
Because even if you bring up the Pistons series,
what does Tibbs have to do with this conversation?
I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. Why did we fire Tibbs?
I'm asking why you asking that question.
Was Tibbs not pointed at as a reason why we didn't go further? We didn't go to the finals, right?
Yep, David Smith got a point. We didn't make the ECF. Brunson never made the ECF without Cat.
I don't understand
never made.
Going with it.
I don't get it. I don't know what the question is. I don't understand.
I don't know where he's going with it, so let him land.
I'm waiting.
Like, Freaky, where you going with it, bro?
My bad.
Tibbs was fired because he was looked at, right, as the person that held us back. He was the person that held us back from going further, right?
Okay.
But all throughout the playoffs, until we got to the Pacers, cool. He averaged 25 against the Pacers. But what was Cat doing? What was Cat doing? How was he performing? Was he performing at that level against all the other good teams? But Tibbs was the reason why we didn't go further.
So you're saying it was that's the reason why we didn't go further?
I'm asking. Because we didn't have two superstars like we thought we did.
Interesting.
Bob, you're on mute. You're on mute, Bob.
You're on mute, Bob.
Yeah, Bronx internet acting up, bro.
Bro.
Can you go out and come
Queen, go ahead and cook, Queen. Go ahead and cook, Queen, while Bob can.
Yeah.
My fault. Go ahead, Queen.
Great conversation. I can't say I don't disagree that there are times when Cat can play better. But these are the 2 points I want to make. I think that we have an idea of what a 7-footer should do and be and play, and we trying to pigeonhole Cat into that. Cat is not a power player. He's just not. And so he's not a power player, but there's nothing wrong with that. Porzingis is not a power player. There's so many other centers throughout. Wemby is not a power player. There's a lot of players throughout the league that are not power players. Doesn't mean you can't be great. If you 7-footer, you got to be down in the box and you got to be banging. No, to me, that's a waste of Cat's skill set anyway.
Yeah, it's finesse.
I will say this.
Yes,
But Cat, hold on.
he should be at the elbow, catching, shooting like a 3. Yeah.
Keith, let the sister cook. Let the sister cook, Keith.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he has
My fault. Go ahead.
skill sets.
Go ahead, Queen. My bad.
It's fine. He has multiple skill sets, right? If you're gonna get the best of Cat, you got to use all of his skill sets. Taking him down and plugging him in the post and saying that's where you're gonna stay, you're not getting the best of Cat that way. Okay, so he can shoot the 3 at 40%. He should take 5 or more 3-pointers a game. What's wrong with that?
He doesn't have to stay there.
No, I get that. I get that. If you want to say his recognition needs to improve in terms of when he
nobody said anything is wrong.
Hold on. When he should
nobody said anything is wrong.
That's not what Queen is saying. You moving the goalpost.
When he should drive and when he should go in the post. I think his recognition has gotten better, but okay, I'm not going to argue this point. The second thing I'll say with a guy playing in the post, playing in the post doesn't necessarily mean you got to back a player down like Shaq and dunk over them. You can play in the post and shoot over the top if you got the height. You can play in the post and you can face up and go off the dribble in the post. So this idea that because he's 7 foot, he should be Shaquille O'Neal, I just don't get it. And the last point I'll make is Cat has his upper body is strong, but his lower body is not strong. And so
he needs to work out.
Hold on. Well, I'm not disagreeing with that. So playing in the post, bullying in the post is not just about being tall. It's about leverage, right? If you've ever played in the post, it's about leverage. So if he's playing a Sar's center of gravity as a 7-footer is right where Cat's center of gravity is. So Cat can back him down and dunk over the top. But if Cat is playing a strong, small forward whose center of gravity is lower than his, he's not going to be able to back that guy down underneath the post. He just doesn't have the type of strength to do that, nor does he get down low enough that his hip is lower than that guy so that he can have the leverage. So there's
you're right.
Certain
like
guys,
Drew Holiday in the playoffs. You're right.
There you go. And that's the same thing with Randall, too. You know? With specifically Drew Holiday. So my point is, let Cat be Cat. Stop expecting him to bang down low with these guys. That's not his game. First of all, turn around and shoot over the top. Patrick Ewing didn't even bang people down. Patrick Ewing shot over the top.
Then why doesn't he
do that?
That's
what I said. Keith, that's what I said.
So why doesn't he do that?
No, I agree.
So why doesn't he do that? Why is he backing down Drew Holiday and can't get past Drew Holiday and doesn't turn around and just hook it in?
I agree with that.
Why?
Stop trying to bully. That's not your game. Stop trying to bully ball. Shoot over the top. Shoot over the top. Face up. Take him off the dribble. Do those sorts of things. But as a fan, we want him to be something different because he's 7 foot. We want him to back people down like Shaq and stuff. No.
Not all of us. Not all of us.
And that's what I said, Queen. Before you came, I said we need to play Cat more like a 3, more like a wing, but you still need those clutch rebounds. So who are you going to put around Cat to get those rebounds? And that's how we got into rebounding. He can't be asked to clean up all the boards and play like a wing. And with Mitch only getting 16 minutes a game, our team is a little flawed because we have no more size after Cat and Mitch. We're the smallest team in the NBA. I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is he can still play down low. He doesn't just have to bully guys. He could shoot over the top. He could take them off the dribble. Those who he is stronger than, like Sar, he can bully. But if you can't bully, you can still play down low and still, and still be effective.
Here we go. We're trying to make a top 5 rebounder in the league. We're trying to make him a wing, bro. Come on, man.
Maybe you need to DM.
Look, you can't be both.
OG's rebounds is up. OG's rebounds is up. It's up. This way up.
I'm glad. They should be. The way he's built, he's built like Barkley. He plays like Barkley. He should be in rebounds, OG.
Collectively, as a team, everybody's rebounds are up.
I'll
Yeah,
sacrifice
how
some of
accurate?
Cat's
Everybody's
rebounds.
rebounds are
I'll-
up. Everybody's assists are up. Everybody's rebound and assists are up this year. So they are doing this
be-
collectively as a team. 11 games in, we jumping off the cliff.
Right.
We're
There's
jumping
Way
a
up
off.
the cliff,
lot.
too.
Like we having
We
this
are
Yeah,
room.
discussing
but
the
we
Every
sit
time
here
the Knicks
complaining about
lose, right?
people are
You
complaining
know what I
about Cat.
realize? Every time we lose a game, Cat gets all the bashing.
Yep, I was
We
just about to
lose
say
a
that,
game. It's like
Tori.
Carl
no,
Anthony
no.
Towns is trash. Carl Anthony Towns is this. It's like he's the only Nick that ever gets crushed in a loss, and that's ridiculous because it wasn't even his fault we lost yesterday. Like I
Yeah.
can't. Like there's
We
no.
seem to be
There's
the
no.
most
When our beloved wings
Right.
only got a combined 14 points, and we
Right.
talking
OG and
about Cat,
McCall, the
bro.
reason we lost yesterday. They disappeared. They were nowhere to
Bro.
be found. Him and Mitch.
You know
Nowhere.
what?
Those
You know
dudes
what
was
Brunson does. You know
non-existent in
what?
that
You know
game.
what Brunson does when he realized Cats ain't got it. He attempts to put the team on his back. Brunson
Absolutely.
coming out.
And that's
Brunson
fine. He's
coming
a
out.
superstar. He does that.
You getting my point?
No,
You
bro.
can-
No, but he's the
Two things can be
What
two
point
things
were you
can be
trying to make?
true.
What are you
You
talking
getting
about?
my? What happened when
He
Brunson was
said
out
Cat
last
don't do
season?
that.
and I
What
gotta
happened when?
hey, so G, I got to fact check. OG and Anobi's
What hap-
rebounds are not way up. OG
No, I
They-
didn't say they were way up. I said the
they went
team's
from
rebound.
4.8 to 5.8. That man act like it went from
No, I said
4.8 to
collectively as a
9.5.
team.
I said way
They
up.
went up
I
one
said way
rebound,
up.
bro.
I said
no,
way
no,
up.
no. Okay.
Don't be
My
picking
bad.
on my man, Breezy. This still his show.
I'm just saying we
My bad.
we have to
Nah,
be
it's fine.
concerned with
I can be fact checked. Okay, it's up.
and no, we're fact everybody.
up.
This is even myself. Y'all know I'll fact check my. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody.
It's
so.
up. It's up. Now I can take. Cool. It's up by one. My fault. It wasn't way up. It's up.
But all I'm
That
saying,
one
But I'ma
rebound
tell you
was-
this.
One more is
When
pretty good.
Franklin Lakina step,
When
though.
Brunson
Like, that
Brunson
one
was out,
rebound.
when Brunson was out, one rebound can cost you a game. So like let's not
Okay,
quibble
Franklin Lakina. I got you,
over
Frank.
that. But
Well, I
when
got a
when
stat
Brunson
for you, bro.
when Brunson was out last season, who stepped up into the position?
Mikal
See,
Bridges.
Was it
that's
Cat?
fault.
Was it Cat?
OG did, but you
Or
know
was
what?
it OG?
Cat's scoring went up too.
Do you?
It went up to 27 a game while Brunson was out.
Bro, you
Look it
are
up.
you are the secondary superstar. It's supposed to go.
Wait a minute. Wait a
That's
minute.
going to-
You were
that's
saying that in
automatically
the
go
context
to go
that it
through him.
didn't, and then when it
The
did,
defensive third or fourth option shouldn't be the one that is the one that steps up on top.
OG
Come on.
was our third leading scorer last year for the whole season. So of course he's going to be eating because he eats the kind of the points that Brunson used to get in those areas. Cat isn't going to get Brunson kind of points. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right.
Cat's not going to have the ball and the usage as much as like someone like OG
I
can
hear
because
what
he's
you're
more
saying,
perimeter
Steve.
player.
I hear what you're saying. If Cat was a wing and Brunson went out, that would be something different. He's a center. Somebody else have to get on
he
the
counts
ball.
on other people getting the ball.
Or the coach has to
What are
design
you
teams to make sure the ball goes through him.
Honestly, that's one of my biggest problems about Cat is that he can't create for himself. That's really one of my biggest problems with.
I can't do this.
Oh my!
What do you mean, Giannis can't?
That's the weirdest.
Wait,
Not Giannis, though.
Wait.
You just don't like him. Just say I don't like Cat. I hate Cat, and let
Joker
it
creates for himself.
The
Joker
entire
creates for himself.
offense goes through.
Wemby creates for himself. You told me that Cat is better than Wemby.
Wemby doesn't have.
You told me that Cat is better than Wemby.
No,
of a Wemby. He doesn't have the handle.
No one
Thank
does.
you.
Wemby's an alien.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
So
I was trying to make that point earlier. They told me that Wemby is not as good as Cat. They told me
I said
that.
it. It was me.
well, I
It
don't
wasn't
know
them.
about that.
It was
Comparing
specific
apples and
to Wemby.
oranges, bro.
For Cat to get the ball in Brunson's absence, the coach has to change the scheme so that it runs through him and that he gets those touches.
Right.
And he did it in Minnesota.
Right. And so just real quick, just really quick to the center traditionally creating their own offense. The only real center that you saw that could do that was Pat Ewing. I mean, the greatest scorer, well, the second greatest scorer of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In his career, he played with Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson.
Right.
Stop it, because Joker does that. Joker does that.
But bro, listen
Joker
to,
does that,
listen to what I'm saying. Like the thing is,
and he gets those numbers
right. Okay.
and rebounds.
Basically what you're doing is when you can't dispute it, you say Jokic, and then when you can't, you say Wemby.
He
Right?
talks about
No.
2 or 3 of the most
No, you said
unbelievable players
nobody.
that ever played the game.
You said nobody. You said
Cat's not the
nobody.
best center ever, so crucify him. You know,
Right.
that's where you're at. That's what.
Gian,
I don't mind. I don't even mind that. I don't even mind that. I don't even mind that. But you know what's so funny is that when he came here last year, I was told by other fans that he came here to be our center of the future.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is the best center we had since
But he's not Patrick Ewing. The future of the position is what he does. They shoot.
Offensive. You know, there's 2 sides of the game, though.
They drive. They pass.
And he plays defense because he gets a block. And
you know, there's 2 sides of the game
that you keep saying helps take the
You
ball
can't
out
say
of
that his
possession.
defense ain't been better.
And you know,
He's
Will
been trying better this
Will
year.
Chamberlain played with Hal
Okay.
Grid and Jerry West.
His defense is all.
Him and Brunson.
Joker's defense
way
is not
better.
His
great.
defense is what his defense.
Joker's defense is not good.
Well,
his
now we're going to get
defensive
on this
rebounds is what
conversation.
okay,
There's
we
no
brought him.
elite offensive player in the game that is good on defense. Okay, and if you say Giannis, he's not an elite offensive player. He just
Wemby.
is. He's just a bully.
Wemby is. Wemby is.
I mean,
Wemby might be. Wemby is in the conversation
I know.
already.
That's
for
what I'm saying. You're
Defensive
talking
Player of
about
the
the
Year
alien.
and MVP.
Or who else?
No, but I was told he's not even as good as Cat.
Just because you're a great
SGA
shot blocker,
is
don't
close.
mean you're in all. Just because you're a great shot
What
blocker,
are you talking
doesn't mean
about?
you're an
Wemby is
overall
much more than a good shot blocker. Wemby is a 1 through 5 defender.
Listen,
Are you
bro,
bugging? Do you watch those games?
Listen,
He's phenomenal.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I saw all those highlights too, but I watch whole Wemby games sometimes.
743 times tonight.
Wemby gets cooked.
I'm sorry. I love Wemby. I think Wemby is the future of the
San
NBA. I
Antonio
love
looking for new
Wemby.
fans?
Wemby gets cooked quite a bit in games, bro.
Wemby gets cooked quite a bit because centers in space get cooked. It doesn't matter. Centers are gonna get cooked in space. That's why teams.
We see all the highlights, bro.
That's the reason why
our center isn't in our quote unquote center who really doesn't play the center is actually not in the conversations for MVP, not in the conversations for Defensive Player of the Year. So no, he is not in the conversation with Wemby. You're right.
Right.
Okay, so
okay. Oof. Yeah, oof. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I asked
53 million this year, 56 million next year, and $61 million a year after that.
Bro, you talking about
what does that mean?
Y'all
dude's gonna be making 76 million. Dude's gonna be making 76 million, and you complain about 56 million.
He's getting superstar money on our team right now. I'm not expecting superstar performance. I want superstar performance from him every night. That's what I want.
You want him to be doing 30 and 20.
Even superstars have bad nights, though.
Exactly.
They're gonna have superstars.
I'm not talking about the one-off night. I'm not saying a one-off night. You down a one-off night.
Have a bad game as far as
stop it.
Cat's game.
I'm not talking about one-off games. I'm talking about you getting light. You can get light against lesser teams, but when teams that are at our level or better, you're not performing like a superstar. That's what I'm talking about. Stop. I'm not talking about one-off games.
So now we're gonna rate everyone's performance by their salary. Is that what we're doing for everybody now?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we have to if you're gonna win a championship because that's position, that's money you could do something else.
Doing?
You taking that money? That money is space. That money is space. It's space. That's what that money represents.
Let Bob shoot. He ain't shot all night.
All I was gonna say was this: with all the players and talents that we have made with trade acquisitions over the year, we can't trade up if we get rid of a guy like Cap because of what Cap brings to the table. We can't trade up. We're actually at a very good position because Most guys want a superstar they could use a lot of. For example, Queenie talked about KP. KP won a championship with Boston because of how his player style fit into that system, and it took time.
Bro,
So why can't we give
he
what
wasn't
I've
even
been trying
playing
to
the whole
say?
playoffs.
But here's the thing: even when Cat shot bad in the Boston playoffs, shooting I think 80% from three, he wasn't the best. The other times he did step up for us. The Detroit series, even in Indiana, there's a lot of things
What
that Cat
the
brings
Detroit
to the
series?
table.
If we didn't have Mitch, we would have lost in the first round.
Oh, here we go.
But we talking
No,
about
and I'm not even
we talking
saying it's
about
because
Detroit.
I'm not
All
even
right.
saying because Mitch is a
And the
superhero.
goalpost
I'm not
moves
saying because Mitch is a
again.
superhero. If he didn't have Mitch, we would have lost that first round.
But if we didn't have
Okay.
Cat, we would have
Wait,
never
wait,
even
wait,
been
wait, wait.
relevant.
Hey,
What are you
but
not
hold
Mitch
on.
got paid $1
Wait,
million
wait, wait,
a
wait,
game
hold
last
on,
year.
hold on. So what we're saying is, if it wasn't for Mitch, then the Knicks would have lost in the first round. But
Yes.
clearly, in that game 4, when the Pistons had the Knicks on the ropes, who hit the turnaround fadeaway over the corner of the backboard to give
You
the
talking
Knicks
about
the
one
lead?
shot, one
No,
game?
no,
Are
we're
you?
not. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're talking about a dude that got a steal that ripped their point guard, who was Cade Cunningham, was torturing our defenders by himself. Cat gets the steal off of Cade Cunningham, right, to start the fast break to OG to give us the lead, right? Just a regular steal. That's a defensive play. And then Cat comes down to hit the 3 from 28 feet to break Detroit back in that game. As soon as Cat hit that 3, you could tell all the energy that was in the Pistons went away. And just to mention that if it wasn't for Mitch, that the Knicks would have lost that series. Come on, dog. We got to give credit to that entire team. The entire Knicks team played their hearts out against the Pistons. It wasn't just about Jalen Brunson's game winner over the Thompson kid. It was about everybody pulling together in one direction. Everybody contributed. To say Mitchell Robinson saved the day, I mean, come on, man. What this sound like Disney?
Mitch has saved the day a lot. What Mitch brings to the table is winning basketball, when healthy. He saves the day.
Winning
basketball. He allows for us to have bad shooting nights because he gets second opportunities. He allows for bad defensive coverage on the wing play because he'll
cover it up. He'll cover it up in the paint,
and vice versa. Because of the roster that we've assembled, at least this year, it mitigates a lot of Mitch's deficiencies. So it works both ways.
Right.
Thank you.
No, I understand that, but okay. If you weren't here earlier when I said this, I love Mitch. Mitch is probably my favorite player on the team.
No, you don't.
But he is dog. He's the longest serving Knick. Mitch is my guy. Mitch is my guy. But he's a supplemental player. He has an elite skill, but he is a supplemental player. He is not in the position. He is not his importance, as important as it is, should not be equivalent to Cat.
Do you think he's a top 15 player in the league?
I'm not talking about the league. I'm talking about on the Knicks.
Okay. Well, he's the 12th highest paid player.
On the Knicks,
he's the 12th highest paid player in the league.
12th.
Okay.
So
that proves your point. How? How does that prove your point?
The top 15 players
that proves your point. How?
Should get the top 15 salaries. They probably should. Don't you think?
My disappointment is a team like the Orlando Magic can draw up enough. They can draw up a game plan to take Cat out.
And that yellow top, pull it out.
Totally mitigate him.
The yellow top.
And there's no other. And if you look at the other 15, go ahead, Bob. I'm so sorry because Bob.
Because to be honest with you, if you look at the trade with Randall, because I know you guys like Randall and I know you guys like Dante, he shoots the ball just as well as Dante. Maybe not when Dante's on a heater, he may not get that high because he's not taking that many attempts. But he does shoot at a 40% clip for his career. He also gives you rebounding even more than what Randall was doing with us, because Randall was giving us like 9. He's giving you about 11.
Does he give you $20 million a year more performance?
So what are those two players
Yes.
bringing to the table? Cat
But
is giving us a plus because he's doing it himself. Now, as far as the defensive end, there's a lot of woes that have been going on about Cat's defense, but there's nobody in his style that can play good defense. But here's another thing. Cat has been giving you a block almost a night, every single night, giving you a block, giving you a good key rebounding, giving you good boxing out. He does closeouts now where he's not actually being the guy getting fouls. A lot of his fouls that he's getting is stupid, childish fouls. But when he used to get a lot of trouble was closing out at the 3-point range, trying to go ahead and reach too much. He's not getting those type of fouls. Is
Hey,
he still
Cowboy
getting
Bob,
fouls?
do you
Yes.
know,
But his
Cowboy
defense has
Bob, do you
changed to
know,
where him
do you
and
know
Brunson
the
can play
players
within
that
the
are
system
in the
without
category
creating a
of
high
40%
turnover
from
rate
3 and
or a
10
high
rebounds a game?
inefficiency rate. So for me, what Cat is doing over these last 2 years, you
What's
gotta
The
his
players
what's
in
acknowledge
that
his
that he is a
range of
superstar. But
what's his
this is
10
the
3-point
thing.
rebounds
percentage?
and 40% from 3
Well,
is
right
one
now,
player, and that player is Larry Bird, right? Larry
Yep.
Bird.
Larry Bird got
We're
chips.
legit comparing a Larry Bird type player to all these random dudes that shoot 40% from 3
Not
and grab you 10 rebounds is a small category. Larry Bird and Karl Anthony Towns, and we're legit here on national TV complaining about a guy that's in a category with a Larry Bird because he don't
in the
post up
category
down
with a
low and
Larry
dunk on people.
Bird. I wish we had
Don't
Larry
say
These are
Bird.
we,
facts, though.
say
These are
Keith, say
facts. This is
Keith.
just not
Don't say
made up
we.
random stuff.
We Knicks. I wish the Knicks had Larry Bird. Yes. We.
Well, you got someone
I
that
don't
did what he
wish to be
did
a Celtics fan. I
statistically.
wish Larry Bird. Are you even serious? That the killer that was in Larry Bird, you bugging out.
see, you read in body language. That's what the league used to be like. This new league ain't that no more. And for a person who likes Wemby,
It's not about
you
body
should
language,
understand
bro.
that Cat is really doing the best he can. As much as you value
Cat ain't a
everything that
killer.
Wemby brings to the table, Cat does as well.
Cat is
Queen
not
just
a
made
killer,
amazing
bro.
points about the exact same
You know,
thing that you're getting ready
Mitch
to
had a night
reiterate
off and he was minus
again,
11.
and you still just can't let it go.
Exactly.
We're
No,
gonna
this,
agree
no,
to
this is
disagree. What we was talking about, Jalen Brunson?
No,
yeah.
no, Cat.
Let's move
Actually,
past this because
Queen,
he's got
Queen,
his
Queen,
perspective, and
Queen said it.
we cannot move
Queen,
him off of it. And I think
I'm
that
moving.
Queen
we've
said
talked
it.
I'm
about this
moving. I'm
enough.
moving
We are
over that.
beating a dead horse.
Queen made it
We are
nicer.
literally beating a dead horse.
I just
Queen made
realized
it.
that.
Queen
Mitch had
made
a
it
night off
nicer.
and he was
Queen made it
minus 11.
nicer. Queen
We're
made it
beating a dead
nicer.
horse. Keith
Saying the
has
same
his.
thing
You just
that
told
I
this
said.
man
That
that
I
the
said.
only two people in the
He
NBA to
plays like
have
a
the stats that
7-foot
Cat do is
guard.
Cat and Larry Bird, and he's still
And
complaining. Like we all sound
Larry
silly
Bird.
at this point. It's
If
just silly.
y'all really,
It's silly talk.
if y'all really
It's
comparing
unnecessary,
Cat to Larry
silly
Bird,
talk because no
y'all are
matter what we
crazy.
say, every
Y'all are
point that you
crazy,
give to him,
Hey,
he
did you
finds
know?
something else. It doesn't matter what you say.
bro.
Oh,
Larry
it's
Bird
not the
comes from a
offensive
whole.
rebounds, it's not the defensive
Larry
rebounds,
Bird
it's
comes
not the
from a
points, it's
league
not the play in the
where
post. It
teams
don't
wasn't
matter.
scoring even 100 points.
It don't
You're
matter what you
bugging
say.
out.
Whatever you
This is
say to
not
Larry
him,
even the
Bird also
same.
played with 7 Hall
This
of
is
Fame.
not.
I'm not comparing
whatever
him
you
to Larry
say,
Bird now.
he's gonna just
Yeah,
keep on moving the goalposts. Like
can somebody
this
talk some
conversation is dead.
sense? Are y'all comparing him to Larry Bird? Y'all
No,
are bugging
No,
out.
absolutely not.
Yeah,
Who's
no one
comparing him to
is.
Larry Bird?
You see
Y'all
what I
are
mean?
And again,
bugging.
you're
So
moving
the
the
thing is,
goalposts. Like
so
Bro,
GI, I'm with you.
you arguing
It's
with
not
yourself.
about moving the
Yeah, you
goalposts.
arguing with yourself, bro.
You're comparing Cat.
No, I didn't.
You're
Right.
I didn't
comparing
agree with
Cat
you.
No.
You just
No, I
want to
didn't.
in
argue.
an
Like,
era of
No, I
NBA
didn't.
let's
basketball.
table
No, I
this.
In
We
an
didn't.
can
era
table
of
this, Keith.
No,
NBA
I didn't.
We can table
basketball.
He
this.
compared a
Where-
stat line of
Where
efficiency.
teams
Right.
Yeah.
where
But what I
teams
said
are
was there is a
scoring
category
on
that
average
only Larry Bird and Karl Anthony
116,
Towns is in. I
120
didn't compare the
points.
two.
Well, he's just
120 points,
giving.
116 points. Larry Bird comes from a time where teams wasn't even scoring 100 points. Are you serious?
He's not talking
Y'all are
about the
comparing
player,
the.
Keith. He's just
But he's not
talking
talking.
about
He's
one
doing a
stat line.
The
statistical
category, yeah. Like what are we
No,
talking
he's
about?
talking about the stat
of-
lines. You're talking about the stat lines.
But
What
of
Larry
No, I'm
Bird
not.
did to get
efficiency.
that
No,
stat
I'm not.
line.
I'm talking about
To
a
get that
skill
stat
set.
line.
It's a skill
Then
set.
The skill set.
to get that stat line then was much different than for a Cat to get the same exact stat line today. It's different. What Larry Bird did was way harder. Way harder.
Right. You know he
Way
did.
harder.
You know in his prime he was playing with 5
If
Hall of
Larry
Famers.
Bird was today,
Imagine what Cat would do next to McHale and Parrish.
And Bill Walton. And
What in the hell?
Yeah, he'll look like the lesser player.
Wow,
I
I don't think
Can
so.
we move this along, please?
Yeah.
No,
I got to show
let's
guys.
table
I
this.
hop on and say that I appreciate y'all. See y'all next time.
Much love, Queen.
Thank you, Queen.
Good night, Queen.
Be later, Queen. Be safe.
So what's next? What's next, Freeze? Because I'm gonna be honest. I got Mitchell Robinson, and we're at the end of his career. He gives us. We hope we can use him in the playoffs, but he's not giving you more than. I saw him limping last night. He hasn't played 50 minutes all season.
That's who
basically.
texted you.
He was limping last night.
No,
Yeah.
it was a
Mitch is a problem.
Okay.
Mitch is an issue, and the fact that we
Yeah,
need Mitch so much is actually the bigger issue. But like that's an issue.
Coach,
That's
I
an
got
issue.
I got like 5 panic texts.
I'm glad I'm not on Mitch hit list tonight. Y'all taking the reins, and I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I love Mitch, but like
But usually
like,
when y'all aren't
that's the
here,
elephant in the
I'm
room.
stuck on Mitch Island by myself, bro. I'm glad when y'all are here. You're
Mitch
realistic. Y'all are realistic about him.
I mean, he played 20% of the season last year. Got hurt in the playoffs and the Eastern Conference Championships. Rested all summer and came in and then is on load management beginning of the season. And I saw him limping last night. The same limp that we saw for the last 2.5 to 3 years. Mitch is in serious trouble.
I always thought that was his dirty South strut, but it's not. I think it's him gimping.
Yeah, I mean,
Mitch is an obvious concern. It's an obvious concern. Now,
I'm
gonna say this: what is the prospect?
That's why they didn't extend him. Let's be real.
What are the prospects of how far we get without him, though? Yeah, there's a lot of crickets.
Nah,
we don't believe.
I've been saying this, bro.
It's a lot of
I
crickets.
love Mitch when we have him, and I want to have him, but it's got to be for the
want him to be healthy. He's a good guy, bro.
Want him to be healthy.
Amazing dude.
You can't even trade. Mitch don't even make enough money to be able to trade him to get back.
We can't give him a
to
dollar
get back
more,
somebody. Bro. No. He don't even make enough money for us to be able to trade him 1-for-1 to get somebody who
of
actually
that value.
does what he
of
that value. Sorry.
No, I get it.
Name a person.
Wemby.
If Mitch can't make it, to the playoffs,
more money than Wemby right now.
Yeah.
And who's trading Mitch?
No.
The league Wemby for Mitch straight up?
The league wouldn't allow it.
Right.
The league would step in and be like, if you lost your mind.
Oh my God.
What we talking about, bro? Like we legit do this all the
I
time.
would
we legit do the back
I
alley.
drive Mitch to the airport myself.
Man. How about we just keep it a stack, bro? How about we just keep it? Nobody gonna trade for Mitch because of the injury concern. The reason why we would even consider trading Mitch is because of the injury concern, right? We want we want Mitch to be healthy, right? And we want Mitch to be a Knick. We want Mitch on the court, right? But unfortunately, we have to navigate and mitigate. We have to manage how we play Mitch Robinson. This wouldn't even be a conversation if that man's ankle didn't turn out the way it did. It wouldn't even be a question.
The funny thing about it is when Mitch is on the court, Mitch is a difference maker.
Right.
When every time he's on the court, we might quibble about like we need him on the court more, we need him to be healthier, but every time he steps on the court, he's a difference maker, and everybody on the team can't make that claim, especially everybody at the top levels of the team. Period.
Okay. But I'm gonna ask G.I. this because I've been wanting to ask G.I. a couple things. G.I., does rim protection win you championships? When you look back at the last few,
he
NBA
does
champions,
more than rim protection.
Wait, hold on. This
he does way more than rim protection.
Hold on. Does rim protection lead to championships? When you look at the last few NBA champions, right? Do you see an elite rim protector there, like a Rudy Gobert defender?
So when you quantify the whole question, no, running people off the perimeter, off the 3-point line, wins you championships first. I see where you was going with that.
Okay. And Mitch is great at that too, by the way.
That's what I was about to say. Mitch is way more than a rim protector. If he was just a rim protector, we could trade him right now for somebody else who does the same thing.
Right,
He's way more than a rim protector.
That's not the Mitchell Robinson is an elite 3-level defender. It don't matter if it's on the perimeter or at the rim. He can follow anybody all over the floor. That's his value, right? But the thing about that, at doing that at an elite level, right, is guys get injured. It's a part of it. We like to equate defense with toughness, but when you watch guys, most guys that get hurt, you know what they get hurt doing, right? Like you ain't never seen a dude do a 360 dunk and then come down and grab his hamstring, right?
Never.
Like you ain't never seen a dude score 50 points in the game and then all of a sudden like he grabbing his hamstring or something, right? When these guys get hurt, we saw Derrick Rose. We saw that happen to Derrick Rose. We saw that happen to Ja Morant. We saw that happen to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was in transition defense when it happened. Derrick Rose and then was sprinting back down the floor. And
we
Derrick
saw
Rose
that happen to Ja Morant. We saw that happen to Zion. We saw that happen to that happens. We saw that happen to both Lonzo brothers.
Okay,
I mean,
when Jalen Brunson broke his hand 2 years ago, and when Jalen Brunson broke his hand 2 years ago in the playoffs, what was he doing? He was
defending.
Defense. Right. That's what I'm saying.
But when he was walking off the court when he was walking out the gym with a walking boot yesterday, what happened?
Bro, he gonna miss one game. That don't even count.
So what? That's an injury that happened in the course of his offensive action.
So we can compare it. We're comparing a 1-game ankle sprain to Mitchell Robinson.
No, we're comparing people. You made a statement and it's incorrect.
No,
I made a statement. It was incorrect. You pointed out the numbers for OG wasn't as high as I said. I said I was wrong. You made a statement. I just pointed out several people to you, and that's not even all. Klay Thompson, KD, all these people when they got their injuries was in offensive actions.
KD was not on offense, bro. They missed a shot. This dude was playing. This dude Achilles was almost tearing when he played. This transition defense.
Yeah, he had that calf strain injury before that.
Because he tore his Achilles. Like, come on, dog, we got this.
When did the rest of it happen?
Bro, in transition defense, Toronto got the rebound, and they were going down the floor, and KD sat down with a torn Achilles.
Paul George, Randall, his first 5 minutes in the league, he goes and breaks his leg. Literally breaks his leg going up a shot. Bro, it happens. It's happened.
Okay.
Just say that statement wasn't correct. Sorry.
That guys don't get hurt on defense.
They do, but they get hurt on offensive well.
I'm talking about significant
guys
stuff.
Get hurt. Guys get.
All right, bro. Okay. You're right
about George. Didn't Paul George also break his legs coming down from a slam or jump shot?
From a dunk, he stepped on somebody's foot. But touche. It don't matter what he stepped on. It was on offense.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Right. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Honestly, this whole era of NBA players is a little bit frailer than what I'm accustomed to watching from eras before. I'd say that though.
I mean, we from that 90s basketball, 80s, 90s basketball era. Yeah, they soft in comparison to that.
Yeah,
I would salute you all day on that one.
Right.
But that's just a different style of basketball. Like if we're gonna get up,
it's a different sport, bro.
Not really they're gonna be more critical of this NBA, but it's
a different sport.
Most of these cats, dude, it was way more, but it was way more physical than you would have thought that there'd be more injuries then. Cats was literally the fouls that used to go on in the 80s and 90s. Somebody going to jail for today.
Yeah, but the injuries these guys are having they're not the physicality that was back then is impact injury, like impacts. Like
Right.
that's where the physicality was. They didn't run as much, they didn't have as much pace.
Right.
Okay? That makes a difference. And now the kids are taller, we got bigger, and if you just look at physics,
And not bigger.
when you have a piece
might
of wood,
might
I'm
be
not saying
taller.
thicker, they're taller. If you get a long piece of wood, the longer it gets, the more like, the more
Flexibility.
flimsy
Yeah,
it is. Okay?
Unless you add
So
size to it.
it's the same thing with tendons and ligament. Like the longer them tendons become, the taller guys are more susceptible to these kind of injuries.
All right.
So you add that to the pace and the amount of there's a lot more side to side movement at all 5 positions now. Like these dudes are running way more. I'll give them that.
They're running. They used to run 2.8 miles. Now they're running 6.2 miles. That's why back-to-backs are so treacherous. Like, can you imagine running 12 and a half miles over the course of 2 days?
Yep.
I have no idea why the
240
NBA is still
pounds.
doing back-to-backs.
Right.
No
That's
idea.
Yeah.
Nah, that's because of the TV schedule, actually.
Yeah, but if they
that's
just
crazy.
started a week earlier or 2 weeks earlier, they could get all these games in without back-to-backs. It's
Yeah.
silly.
But even that is because of the TV
They
schedule.
start the season
Like
earlier.
that's
You can still
no,
do
that's what I'm
every
saying.
yeah, you can still do every other
them
day
not starting earlier too.
if you alternate
You're saying
4
it's blocked
one
because of
week,
the other
3 the
TV
next
contracts.
week, 4 1 week,
Right.
3
That's
the
the
next
time
week.
that they're allowed it. But to be honest, if you could add a play-in tournament, you should have never had back-to-backs to begin with because you added a play-in tournament. But that's neither here nor there. But I see your point. I'm just saying there's ways that they could have got around it.
Yeah, but so what we're getting at, I agree that because it is harder, I'm not expecting everybody to play 82 games every year like John Stockton did 16 years in a row, like crazy stuff like that. I'm not asking anyone to be like that.
right.
But we
Bro,
see a
give
guy.
me 75. Give me 75% of the season
But
though.
we,
65
Cats can't even give you that.
but I'm saying we see a guy on our team, Mikal Bridges. Would you say he takes nights off physically, like the way he plays? I think
I think he takes nights off. I think he takes nights off sometimes, though. I
Maybe.
actually do.
But,
He's just playing. But he don't play the same every night.
So we're seeing a modern guy doing that, and it can be done.
And
Now,
why do we and you point him out as a singularity? Like there were dudes playing 82 games, and it wasn't like a big deal. Like it wasn't like a feather in their cap. You know what I'm saying?
right?
Like
Yeah, but it's hard.
like,
It's hard for bigger
but
guys
today-
to do that.
Right.
Training's different as well, too, though. You're forgetting that as well. Like, people don't exercise like we used to when we were kids. We played multiple sports. We did multiple things coming up to where our body was getting different type of exercises and strengthening for the body. Now it's just they're so devoted with coaching and everything that they're only doing what they can with the sport as opposed to broadening their horizon. Like, prime example, Hakeem went to point guard school. He also did handball. Like, there were so many other sports we were playing with that it helped us out.
personally, I think it's because all these cats coming up now are coming out of AAU. They playing basketball. They playing basketball. What you call it since like 10 years old. They're not coming from the hood. They're not coming from the blacktop. They're not coming from learning how to play basketball in like the most treacherous environment.
They never had to carry a team because their team's an all-star team. Like every team they play on is an all-star
Every
team.
team is an all-star
Like
team.
you don't even know what it's like to carry a team anymore. Like that's why I'm surprised. Like someone like Cooper Flagg. I think the kid's a great talent. I think he's special. He might, I don't know if he's going to be a GOAT one day. I think he's going to be a solid NBA player, all-around player. But the young man has never had have a grind through. He never had to pull his high school team, city team, on his back to win the championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he was on like 3 or 4 different. He was on Mount Verde Academy. He was on like every all-star team there is with all the top 25, top 50 talent on your team in the nation. So they don't have this They don't have adversity.
Cats ain't coming from the hood. Cats ain't coming from the hood.
And that's the problem with the U.S. system. That's why all the Europeans are doing so good. Because you know what happens to these European kids?
Rabbits in Florida.
They go on these
Remember
pro
those games we
teams.
used to play? You got to catch a rabbit, or you got to catch birds. Like there was things we would do.
I know, Bob, but we're talking about like basketball stuff now. But like these European kids, they get on pro teams when they're teenagers, but they don't put them in the start lineup. Some of them only play 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes a game. So all of a sudden, these kids are getting drafted. Like, who the hell is this guy? Who's Tingus Pingus? You know, and like he only averaged 12 points a game last year. This guy's no good, But then all of a sudden, you got guys like Jokic get drafted in the second round. No one knew who the hell he was. And they do it because they had to come up and earn it. Them guys. That's why the Giannis's of the world and Luka and Jokic, like these guys are all getting developed because that's the system they're coming up in, and that all because we're the U.S. doesn't mean we're the best at everything anymore.
Right.
Some other people have some good ideas too. And I'm proud to be American. I don't want to make a conversation like that, but I'm just saying it's like other people can do things, have good ideas too.
Yeah, you gotta give people credit, right?
Right. You look at USA versus the world; they're having that this year in the All-Star game. They're having the round robin tournament.
Very interesting.
They have changed the entire league for the world to be able to play with us.
Yeah, that's that.
Like, I mean, we keep giving them all this credit, right? But if we were still playing 90s style basketball, a lot of these guys wouldn't be in this league.
Facts.
This league changed for them to be able to play.
Them coming into the league helped change the league.
Yeah,
the softening of the defensive rules changed a lot. A lot of these dudes would not be able to get busy. A lot of these dudes would not be able to get busy how they're getting busy if the defensive rules.
All I'm gonna say, bro, is you ain't never heard nobody taking a Brooklyn step. Oh, that was a nice Brooklyn step to the rim.
Exactly. Like it's just
the
NBA is a
but how many people are Euro stepping now?
Right. That's
but they're Euro stepping because they're letting them do it.
Right.
Like you adapt to the thing that they let you do.
That Euro step would have got you a
the
forearm.
Game did not change for the better. I'm sorry.
That Euro step would have got you forearm clothesline.
We're acting like basketball just got introduced. Like Europe's been playing basketball just as long as we have.
Yeah, but they weren't playing the same style of basketball, Coach.
Right. They were playing fundamental like we think street ball was real basketball.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
The 90s was street ball, bro. I'm not talking about the skip to my Lou crap. I'm talking about hard-nosed street ball, rough basketball.
Playing ball in Timbs. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the 90s NBA was.
Yeah.
Was like street ball. Not like
I gotta just real quick, Rim, before we wrap, man, just real quick, I got a question to ask y'all. Is anybody concerned about the guard depth behind Jalen Brunson?
No, I'm not concerned with our guard depth. I'm concerned with our front court depth. Like that. Like no, I'm not, because I think we got enough there.
Yeah,
I think we got enough there. And I mean, you got Clarkson, you got Touche, you got McCall that could play back there. You even got OG. They wouldn't put OG at the 2, let him do it.
We could fill it up.
You got Josh.
We could fill.
Good.
There's replacement value. There's replacement value for a few games. We don't have replacement.
I mean, we can't go a whole season like this, but we don't have enough depth in the front. And I think if
no one in the league's got replacement for Cat.
For as much as we bashed, well, not we, but as much as Cat got bashed today, if we went out without him for an extended period of time, we would be in trouble.
We in trouble.
This is why This is why I call him luxury Charles Smith. I hate that he's in that position. I hate that he's because I
great.
don't
You
feel
hate
comfortable.
that he's great.
I
hate that he's so good. We have to count on him so much.
No,
Listen to
yo,
yourself.
there's a difference. There's a difference between skill and will, right? And a good player is made up of of skill and will.
The
And
balance.
I feel like he's lacking on the will part. And I'm a very big will guy because it's those will moments. It's those will moments that get you those Charles Smith moments when you taller than everybody around you and can't get the ball up while you right under the rim. That's what I'm talking about. I just
How often does
foresee.
that happen?
I think
It
So
doesn't
you're
happen
saying
often,
Cat
but it
doesn't have the
happens
will
at
to
the.
win? Is that what you're saying?
Queen summed it up perfectly.
Go
We're
ahead.
trying to make Cat the player we want him to be
Yeah, we want him to be
instead of
Ewing with a jump
enjoying the
shot,
player
with a
that we
three-pointer.
have. Like it's just
Yeah.
you
I
know.
Then put
agree.
him in the spot. Then put him in the spot he's supposed to be. Put
He
him
is in
as
the
the
spot he's
3.
supposed to be
Put him
in.
as the 3.
A
Put him as
He's
the
not a
3.
3 though.
He's in the
Put him
spot.
as the
What
3.
NBA
Let
team
him.
has a
Let him.
7-footer at the 3?
Oh, that could be great for us.
KD.
That could be
Ooh,
great for us.
boy.
KD, yeah, KD. Wait, KD
on
6'11".
and then on defense, when he get cooked by Devin Booker, we out here
Right.
talking about his defense is trash.
Yep.
Dog, he getting cooked anyway. So just at least put him in the right
Not for
offensive
nothing.
position.
Oh my god.
He getting a raw
Hey,
deal
Come on.
today. 'Cause
here's a
Cat's
trivia
actually been
question
playing
for you,
decent
Keith, about the
alright.
guy that doesn't have the will
Yes,
to
he
win.
has.
What current New York Knick has been in the conference finals the past 2 years?
So what? So what?
Winning only matters when you're
That
bashing
means
Cat,
that means that he can't get either team that he was on past the conference finals. What that mean?
How
Who
many
did he
people
get
go
beat
to the
by?
conference finals?
We got beat by a lower seed team.
In the first, I'm talking about the first one he was in.
Who
He
went
got
to the
beat.
7th game of the NBA finals.
Mhm.
We're not gonna I mean, for as much
Okay.
as I hate Indiana, they were good.
But we were supposed to have a better team than the Pacers.
But
I
so was
agree.
every team that they beat.
Come
That's a
on, man.
Thibodeau issue. That's not a Cat
Everybody had us winning. Everybody, even the people who didn't like the Knicks, had us winning the Pacers
Okay,
game
but
when we
It
went
wasn't
into the
because of
Pacers.
Cat.
And that's
Cat showed
it's
up.
not like
That
Right.
I'm not.
series.
I didn't say that. I
this
didn't
ain't
say it was
about. No, I
because of
get what
Cat.
you're saying. I'm
But
just saying
he wasn't
Indiana
good
was better
enough to
than we
push
gave
us
him credit
through.
for.
He
He was
wasn't.
good
He
enough
wasn't.
to get us there. Is the point? We wasn't.
Yes, he
there
was good enough to get us there.
before.
He was good enough to get his other team there the year before, and his team that same team just happened to get there again without him. So how much did they really need him?
Because
Well, they
the
got
value
two guys
from
that
the other two players.
should have went there the year before with the team they traded
And
him for.
Dante, who's a high effective 3-point shooter, and then Randall, who can play in the post and help out Gobert. So they found the system.
It took.
where
So
It
they
took.
didn't need. So he
It
wasn't
took
that
two
integral
players
apart.
to
He wasn't that
replace what he
integral
did.
apart that his loss was something that kept him out of that spot.
No, it wasn't that his loss. They were still able to
It
get
took
there
two
because
players to
of based off
replace
of
what
coaching
Cat
and how
lost. What they
play.
lost in Cat.
It didn't take two players to do that.
So Dante and Julius wasn't an integral part.
Randall did that. Randall got his numbers. He got his numbers during the playoffs.
But he never got to the ECF.
He did last year.
No, he did.
And he would have with
Yeah,
us.
for Minnesota.
He would have.
No,
He would have with us.
WCF.
He would have.
Yeah.
He would have with
Yeah.
us if he was healthy and was able to play last season.
No, I agree with that 100%. We would have been in the conference finals 100%.
We would have been in the conference finals, guaranteed.
No, I agree with that.
Pacers was not beating us.
Yeah, with
How we
OG,
get back
and
here?
we had him and OG.
Huh?
How we get back here?
I'm
Yeah,
say that
back
right?
to this place.
Yo, I gotta jump, man.
We never left.
Yeah, I gotta jump.
Free Cat.
Yo, free Cat.
Yeah,
Oh,
free him onto the Bucks. Get me Giannis.
that man just said, "Get me Giannis." Hey, thank you everybody.
Get
for
me
coming through, rocking
Giannis.
with us. Hey,
Get
Coach,
me Giannis.
You free to do the Knicks at Night podcast? Cowboy Bob, one of y'all? No time? Okay, all right. Thank y'all for coming through, rocking with us. This has been Knicks Freestyle. Peace, everybody.
Much love. Peace.